Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Chickbucktwo. Today we're going to show you how we built our brand new chicken coop back in 2022 when we first got our chickens. Once we located where we wanted to put our coop, we cleared the area of the shrubs and debris and built a 6 by 20 foot frame with pressure treated lumber. Once the base was leveled, we built the first side and we went with a sloped roof design so we could easily clean it off in the winter. This was also the easiest roof style to build with our level of building experience. We decided to build the coop 2 feet up from the base to give the chickens more room to run around outside. We also wanted it to be big enough for me to stand inside the coop so I could clean it out. So the tallest part inside the coop will be 6 feet tall. The coop will be 6 feet wide by 5 feet deep, with a 20 foot by 6 foot outside run. Each floor joist was secured with screws and floor joist brackets. We also added a supporting post on the run side of the coop after installing the floor joists for added stability. We use a 1/2 inch plywood on the floor. Next, we framed out the windows to fit the ones we found on the property. I had to build new wood frames for them because the old frames were rotted out. We were so lucky to find these double pane windows to give the chickens lots of sunlight throughout the year. It was so fun building the frames and seeing it all come together. We were so lucky to acquire a vast amount of cedar fencing and thought we would try it on the coop. You can see we had started putting it on here and we love how it looked. After watching many YouTube videos, we came up with this design for the clean out door. We made sure it was the right height that our tractor wagon and wheelbarrow could fit right underneath it for easy cleanup. The clean out door opens down with double doors above that open wide, so that it would be big enough for me to get inside of the coop and clean it out. Here you can see all of the beautiful cedar siding being installed, and we also installed smaller doors inside the big double doors so that it can be open for maximum ventilation. Next, we started building our nesting boxes, and we built our nesting boxes with doors opening down on the front instead of opening from the top. This is to avoid scaring the hens when they are in the nesting boxes. Hens have a prey drive that makes them afraid of things coming in from above. It is also a better height from the front for us to access the eggs. We made sure to slope the roof of the nest boxes for water and snow runoff. After watching more videos about building roofs, we realized that we put the roof trusses on the wrong way. So in order to support the maximum load, especially in the winter with snow, we had to flip the boards on their side and join them with cross members to support the roof panels. We left a small gap at the top of the front and back walls for maximum ventilation for the chickens. We spent a lot of time coming up with our design, and seeing it all come together was super exciting. We installed a 1/4 inch hardware cloth on all the ventilation gaps, the windows and the doors to keep pests and predators out while providing maximum airflow, especially during the hot summer months. The little chickies were growing faster than we could believe, so we needed to get the coop built like yesterday. So we were up late most evenings working on the coop. Finally, the roof is on. We used asphalt roofing panels for sturdiness and durability. We got a super cute chicken door that opens automatically when the sun comes up and closes when the sun goes down. We installed the door and put a board over the opening just to prevent the chicks from coming out before the run is ready for them. Next, we put 2 inch thick Pink Panther foam board insulation and laid corrugated plastic on the floor and parts of the walls, and covered the rest of the walls with scrap pieces of plywood. The plastic will provide a barrier to protect the wood and make cleanup super easy. Here we put the trim all around the windows and added 2x4 perches for the chickens. We installed the perches 2 feet above the floor. You'll also notice that the nesting boxes are not opened yet. This is to prevent the little chicks from pooping in there. Until they're ready to lay eggs, they'll not have access to that area. After we added 4 inches of hemp bedding, the coop was ready for our growing chicks. They had outgrown their brooder pen and loved the extra room to run around. While we were building their outdoor run area, we had a temporary pen set up outside so they could get fresh air during the day. They loved their new home and they were so eager to scratch, peck, and dig right away. My eldest daughter helped me stain the coop a beautiful dark red color. We love how it turned out. Hubby and I were up late again putting up the trusses and wall supports for the chicken run. We spaced the supports and cross members to fit the dimensions of the roof panels, and I painted them white before putting the panels on. Once the roof was on, I built the door for the run. It can open fully or only the top half. I did this so we can sometimes throw treats in without having to go into the run. We installed 1/4-inch hardware cloth over the whole run area and the door, and then we installed a 2-foot section around the base of the whole run and coop called a predator guard. Later we covered the guard with rocks and dirt, and this is to prevent predators and pests from digging under the coop. Finally, the run was completed and ready for the chicks, and they were so excited coming out in the morning when the automatic door opened. But at night it closed before they could go back inside, so they decided to perch on the windows. Good thing we went out to check on them so we could put them to bed. After the chickens had been in the coop and run area for a few months, they were finally ready to lay eggs. And we noticed that they were not using the nesting boxes. So after some research, I found out that they prefer to have some privacy. So I added a little privacy curtain, which looks super cute, and they absolutely loved it. It is so nice to finally have the coop and run completed, and the final touch was the eaves trough. I recycled old pieces that came off of our house, and I think it turned out pretty good. Here is a 360 walk around of the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed our little video. God bless you. Please like, share, and subscribe for more.